Sanford and Son, 11 Surprising and Contentious Facts Behind the Scenes. Sanford and Son, the groundbreaking sitcom of the 1970s, is fondly remembered for its sharp humor and dynamic performances. However, behind the laughter lay a tapestry of controversies and unexpected twists that shaped the show's legacy. Let's delve into 11 surprising and contentious facts about the making of this iconic series. 1. Red Fox's departure. A strategic power move or a genuine health concern? How far would you go to get the salary you deserve? During the tumultuous 1973 to 1974 television season, Red Fox, best known for his role as the sharp-tongued Fred Sanford on the hit sitcom Sanford and Son, made a shocking exit from the show, citing health issues. But was that the whole story? Hollywood insiders suggested otherwise, speculating that Fox's departure was a bold negotiation tactic. At the time, he was earning $19,000 per episode, a sum he felt was unfair, especially compared to Carol O'Connor of All in the Family, who was making significantly more. The dispute over pay escalated into legal battles, but in the end, Fox emerged victorious. He not only secured a salary increase to $25,000 per episode, but also gained a share of the show's profits. His success set a precedent for actors fighting for fair compensation in the television industry. 2. LaWanda Page, almost given the axe before she even started. LaWanda Page, best known for her unforgettable role as the fiery Aunt Esther on Sanford and Son, faced a tumultuous start, nearly being cast aside before her character had a chance to truly shine. During her auditions, Page exhibited a noticeable level of nervousness, prompting producers to express doubts about her fit for the role. It was only through the unwavering advocacy of her childhood friend Red Fox that LaWanda secured her place on the show. Fox famously defended her talent, stating, "That's LaWanda, and I know she can do it." His support was crucial, and it ultimately allowed Page to flourish, transforming Aunt Esther into a beloved character who brought laughter and depth to the show's narrative. 3. Did Sanford and Son secretly influence All in the Family? How did classic sitcoms like Sanford and Son and All in the Family shape conversations around race and social norms? Both series, produced by the legendary Norman Lear and Bud Yorkin, are celebrated for their fearless approach to controversial topics. Featuring outspoken and often prejudiced protagonists, these shows ignited discussions on pressing social issues of their time. While All in the Family leaned more heavily into dramatic storytelling and character depth, Sanford and Son maintained its comedic foundation, balancing humor with sharp societal commentary. The thematic parallels between the two raised intriguing questions about artistic influence and the evolution of sitcom narratives during a period of significant cultural change. 4. The curious absence of the Sanford house. Have you ever noticed the iconic Sanford house showcased prominently in the opening credits of Sanford and Son, yet seemingly absent from the episodes themselves? You're not alone in your curiosity about this intriguing detail. The house serves as a vital element of the show's branding, evoking a sense of nostalgia and familiarity among fans. However, despite its prominent placement in the credits, the production crew never filmed any scenes on the front porch or in the front of the distinctive junkyard that exemplified the Sanford family's surroundings. In an interesting twist, the exterior shots that were used in the show's opening sequence were actually filmed at a completely different location. This site, which used to serve as a residence, has since been repurposed and now operates as a plumbing business. This choice by the show's production team underscores the creative and resourceful techniques often employed in television filmmaking during that era, highlighting how practical considerations sometimes led to unconventional solutions. It also reflects a broader trend in 1970s television, where location and aesthetic often took precedence over strict adherence to filming in a coherent narrative space. 5. Quincy Jones' theme song, a case of misplaced skepticism. Did you know that the legendary musician Quincy Jones, renowned for his groundbreaking work in soundtrack composition, was the creative genius behind the iconic theme song for the classic television sitcom Sanford and Son, aptly titled The Street Beater? Initially, Jones approached the project with a degree of skepticism regarding the show's potential for success. This uncertainty largely stemmed from the lead actor Red Fox's unconventional and raw stand-up comedy style, which Jones found difficult to envision translating into successful television. Reflecting on the inspiration behind his composition, Jones later remarked, "I just wrote what he looked like. It sounds just like him, doesn't it? This observation highlights the instinctual fusion of music and character that defines his work. The resulting theme, characterized by its lively rhythms and unmistakable flair, would become inextricably linked to the show's identity, encapsulating the vibrant essence of the series and its characters. The street beater not only contributed to the show's charm, but also left an indelible mark on television history, a testament to Jones' unparalleled skill and creativity that continues to resonate with audiences to this day. 6. The salvage truck's journey. From set piece to collector's item. The 1951 Ford F1 truck, a memorable icon from the show, has had a fascinating journey since the series concluded. Originally owned by the show's star, it found a home at Jamie Foxx's Las Vegas residence, where it remains carefully maintained and cherished for years. Eventually, this classic truck was put up for auction, attracting attention from collectors and fans alike. Over the years, it changed hands multiple times, each new owner recognizing its unique value and historical significance. Ultimately, it arrived at Blue Line Classics in Ohio, where it is now lovingly preserved as a prized piece of television history, serving as a testament to the enduring appeal and nostalgic charm of classic American vehicles. 7. Spin-offs and revivals. Why did they all fail? How do some television spin-offs fail to capture the magic of their predecessors, even when they feature familiar faces and beloved characters? Despite the original show's phenomenal success, spin-offs like Grady, Sanford Arms, and The Revival, Sanford struggled to resonate with audiences. These new iterations brought back key figures, such as Whitman Mayo reprising his role as Grady, and Red Fox making a much-anticipated return in Sanford. Yet viewers remained largely indifferent, suggesting that nostalgia alone wasn't enough to sustain their interest. Was this simply a case of diminishing returns, where each successive attempt lacked the freshness and impact of the original? Or did it reveal something deeper, the irreplaceable chemistry and unique charm that defined the original cast and crew? The dynamic interplay between Fox and his co-stars, the sharp writing, and the cultural context of the time all combined to create an alchemy that proved difficult, if not impossible, to replicate. Ultimately, these spin-offs served as a reminder that while a show's legacy can be powerfully drawn, it cannot fully replace the distinct essence that made the original a cultural phenomenon. 8. Red Fox's on-set behavior, eccentric or unprofessional? Fox was notorious for his unpredictable antics on set, often leaving colleagues and crew members in a state of bemusement. One particularly striking incident involved him strutting into the studio brandishing a pearl-handled revolver, a display that arose amid tense contract negotiations. This bold move not only showcased his penchant for the dramatic, but also highlighted the blurred lines between eccentricity and professionalism that defined his complex persona. Such moments contributed to the mystique surrounding him, revealing a man who thrived on unpredictability and whose behavior often sparked both intrigue and concern among those who worked with him. 9. The untimely end. Did Fox's exit doom the show? Why did Sanford and Son end after 6 successful seasons? Surprisingly, it wasn't due to declining viewership, but rather the decision of its star, Red Fox, to leave the show and pursue the Red Fox Comedy Hour. His departure left a void that later spin-offs, like Sanford Arms, struggled to fill. Without the iconic chemistry that made the original series a hit, the show's momentum faded, ultimately leading it to cancellation and leaving fans nostalgic for its signature mix of humor and heart. 10. LaWanda Page's health decline, a consequence of the show. What are the consequences of fully immersing oneself into a role? For Page, her unwavering dedication to her craft led to profound lifestyle changes that deeply impacted her well-being. Striving for authenticity, she deliberately gained weight to better embody her character, a decision that set off a chain reaction of new habits. Late-night snacking became routine, often involving unhealthy, calorie-dense foods, while the relentless demands of her grueling filming schedule fueled a heavy smoking habit. As months passed, those choices began taking a serious toll on her health, casting a shadow over her professional success. Struggling to manage the effects of these changes, she ultimately developed complications related to diabetes, a chronic condition exacerbated by her demanding lifestyle. Sadly, these health struggles contributed to her untimely passing in 2002. serving as a sobering reminder of the personal sacrifices artists sometimes make in pursuit of their craft. 11. CBS's regretful pass, a missed opportunity. CBS had a unique opportunity to acquire the groundbreaking sitcom Sanford & Son, but it ultimately chose to pass on it. This decision proved to be a significant oversight, as the network failed to grasp the show's immense potential and the comedic brilliance it offered. Fred Silverman, who was the president of CBS at the time, later reflected on this choice and acknowledged it as one of his most critical missteps. As NBC embraced the series and enjoyed the substantial rewards of its success, CBS was left to contemplate what could have been. Final thoughts. Sanford & Son remains a seminal piece of television history, not just for its on-screen brilliance, but also for the myriad controversies and surprises behind the scenes. These revelations offer a deeper understanding of the complexities involved in creating a show that continues to resonate with audiences decades later.